Today we celebrate the Nativity of the Blessed Virgin Mary 9 months after the December 8th celebration of her Immaculate Conception as the child of Saints Joachim and Anne. Joining me now on Skype to help us explore this feast day through art is Jem Sullivan, author of The Beauty of Faith. Jem, welcome back. Always so good to see you. You know, we're used to seeing paintings of the Madonna and Child, but tell us about this unique image of the Blessed Virgin Mary.
Sure, Tracy. This beautiful image from the National Gallery of Art, completed around the year 1400, is the work of Andrea di Bartolo. At the time, it was common for artists to paint narrative cycles of the life of Jesus, or the life of Mary, or the life of a local or patron saint. This panel was once part of a large altarpiece with a cycle of scenes showing the birth and the childhood of Mary. And the artists make this sacred moment accessible to us by painting Mary's birth in the ordinary setting of the home of Mary's parents, Saint Joachim and Saint Anne.
Jem, what do we see in this beautiful painting from the National Gallery of Art?
Sure. You know, if we begin on the right, we see the haloed figure of Saint Anne. She is reclining on a bed behind a parted red curtain, and she's washing her hands with water being poured by an attendant. And then on the left side of the painting, we see Saint Joachim. He's waiting patiently outside the room, and he's lost in contemplation of the mystery of this child that he's about to meet, perhaps for the first time. And then we move to the center of the scene. We see the newborn Mary being held up by one of the women in the foreground, while another woman dressed in blue stands at the door with a plate of food in hand. Notice that this woman is looking directly at us, as if to invite us into the scene. We too are invited to celebrate this joyful moment of the birth of Mary.
What's the takeaway for today's feast day, and what should the faithful keep in mind?
You know, the church celebrates the birth of Mary because Mary is the one who is full of grace. She's preserved from the stain of original sin to bear Jesus, the Son of God, into the world. This beautiful image from 600 years ago is a visual reminder that God's great plan of salvation to send his son Jesus into the world began with the Immaculate Conception and the humble birth of the Virgin Mary, mother of Jesus, the Son of God, mother of the church, and our mother in faith.
Well, Jem, thank you so much for coming on today. We really appreciate it. Jem Sullivan, author of The Beauty of Faith. Thank you again.
You're most welcome, Tracy.